What I understand, they just announced Star Wars, the live concert. Can you tell me what that is? And I think I just got it wrong.
Let's start this properly. Start again.
Okay, well, I hear there's a big announcement about a new Star Wars project. Can you please tell me what that is and what we can expect?
I certainly can. I just came off stage. It is Star Wars in concert. It is an extraordinary, you have to see it in a way. It's a spectacular live orchestral production with a 100-foot LED screen, LED drapes, canopies, lasers, an orchestra, a choir, a conductor, and me, the narrator.
So you're going to narrate it. Are you also going to come out and do some C-3PO voice for it?
I'm there in a really rather smart black suit because, you know, I have the dark side. But 3PO is there in spirit from time to time, but I won't tell you how much.
Now, this sounds pretty exciting. Is there going to be all new music, or is it all music that's been pulled from the 6 films?
Right. It is orchestral music played live, in sync, with specially cut films of about 5-6 minutes long that will feature a theme, like you might have a Princess Leia, a beautiful princess theme. And in that film you'd have shots of Carrie Fisher from the movie and so on. You might have the most beautiful stills and artwork, art design flowing across the screen. Actually, it's one of my favorite things. It's so beautiful. And at that time, the beautiful sort of serene music John Williams wrote for Princess Leia is there. It's one of the most moving pieces. But then you might have one about like the dark side, and there you get compilation from all 6 movies woven together, beautifully cut, and to show you Darth Vader, show you Darth Maul, all that kind of thing. You might have one about droids where you...
Well, I've got to ask, because it's my favorite song off any of the soundtracks. What about the Ewok Celebration? Is that going to be worked in there or no?
From memory, it's it's certainly in there somewhere. There is yards of material in it, but cut so beautifully together. And the crazy thing is that in a 2-hour show we can actually make you understand the entire saga. And if you've never seen Star Wars, and there are people who
have never seen it,
okay, but I'm perfectly happy for people not to see it, but in this case they would kind of, maybe they feel a bit inadequate, maybe like, I never quite get there. Like I never saw Gone with the Wind, I have kind of no idea what people are talking about. Too late now. But with this is a great introduction to Star Wars for all the family, because we've had in London, we did it, the premiere in London a few months ago now, at the O2 Arena, where Michael Jackson was about to, you know, do his last show, sadly. And I think it's about 12,000 people a night. And I've only just watched the video copy of it because I was nervous to see my performance, you know. But on my little laptop, it's spectacular. It is genuinely spectacular because the set sort of slightly wraps around the stage and comes out to the audience. And even though people were like, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile away, they get it because the screen is so huge, LED, very, very bright, and people know the music and they know the feelings the music invokes. And you don't have to be a snobby concert goer to get this. You can just turn up, dress any old how, bring your lightsaber if you want, but turn it off during the music, please. No waving it in time to the music, because if you did that next to me, I'd kill you, frankly. And people kind of know the references, and when we were rehearsing, you know, every time we rehearse, there's a crew who kind of get slightly bored with it because you've done it before. But when the audience came in for that first night, I cannot tell you the reaction, the flood of energy that came back. Superb. I can't wait to do it again. But I am going to have to wait till October the 1st.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I want to know, how does the narration tie into the music?
Well, what happens after a hugely grand opening, I come on and I explain that, you know, a long time ago, and there was this sort of, the galaxy was governed by a republic, but there were like some people who were a little bad, and gradually we go through the story of Anakin learning to be a Jedi, meeting Padme, having children, becoming dark, and then we have the children growing up and deciding to do something about the empire that their daddy helped create, and the rest you know. And I introduce segments of music that are themed, as I say, and the audience do the rest.
Sounds so awesome. I think I'm going to get a ticket.
And if you're going to come, get there early, because there is actually outside the concert hall an exhibition of original props and costumes, most of which haven't been seen before. You've got Plo Koon, you've got Kit Fisto, you've got John Williams' original score, you've got a 3PO costume, which I'm very happy is in a glass case. And then you go into the auditorium, and you can take pictures, and there are tremendous backdrops that they've actually painted up specially, which makes really good photo ops. Then you go into the auditorium, and there is a whole soundscape even before the concert goes on. And you get there and enjoy it. So you absolutely get into the spirit of the thing. And I just announced it on stage. I am the big surprise. We didn't have a cake for me to jump out of, but there was a sizzle trailer on screen, and the reaction was enormous.
Did they ever make you get back in the C-3PO suit, or is that something you are never doing again?
I was in that suit about 6 weeks ago for...
Something you can't tell us? It's the TV show?
You read my mind. You read my mind. I prefer not to talk about it.
I think it's a TV show. Oh, well, also you guys reshot Star Tours over again, right? Or can you talk about that? Is that not...
It's a Disney thing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. My very favorite spin-off. Well, it's now 22, 23 years old. Yeah.
Why thought they redid that? Is that not something you were involved with, or is that something you can't talk about?
I don't think they've redone it. In fact, I know they haven't because I was at Disney the other day. And I wrote and I talked to myself. And, you know, people were speaking whilst I